the lengths the US President of the United States, President Dum-Dum Donald Trump, the lengths he will go to get hold of, well, Gaza. To make the Gaza Plaza, the Trump Plaza, so he can sunbathe on the beaches, on the seafronts of Gaza. Probably with Vladimir Putin. Well, he's wrote a letter, he has, to Congress, to Mike Johnson, the Speaker, informing him that we are now invading Yemen. They're putting boots on the ground in Yemen. These kind of actions should be voted on, plain and simple. But there's no vote on it. It wouldn't matter anyway, because they probably agree. You know what they're like in Congress. Consider this pretty much, well, Putin sycophants. Well, if you're supporting Donald Trump, you're supporting Putin, aren't you? Plain and simple. By default. Now, Donald Trump heard that some of the military equipment, such as the drones, etc., have been shot out of the sky by the Houthi rebels. And you wouldn't have any of that, apparently. According to MTN News, I've been reading. And the letter from Donald Trump to, well, obviously not from Donald Trump, he doesn't write like this. It's got full stops in it. It's not in capitals. Anyway, he wrote to Mike Johnson informing him that they're now attacking Yemen. Now, let's be honest about this. Although I don't necessarily agree with Yemen's actions, but I don't agree, obviously, with Israel's actions either, because this is a genocide. I don't obviously agree with Hamas. Obviously not, for what they did. But Israel's used it as an excuse now. They've gone way too far. It's a genocide. And they pretty much told us that's exactly what the plan is, How else is Donald Trump going to get his Gaza Plaza? There'll be gold everywhere. There'll be golden spires and golden beaches, you name it, will be there. And the golf course, of course. Things they will do. Disgraceful bunch, wouldn't you say? But, what makes it even worse, I suppose, when people brag about it. With Signalgate Mark II. Now, in between Pete Hegseth getting himself a new dressing room at the Pentagon, yeah, you know how it goes. For his TV appearances with his makeup and stuff. And there's me thinking it was just J.D. Vance with the eyeliner. Yeah, but anyway, he pretty much said in his Signal chat with his friends, his brother, his wife, discussing top secret information to do with defence. As you do. It's normal, isn't it? Yeah, of course. Well, bragging they were. Yeah, well, he was bragging that, yeah, we saw the Houthi rebel. He went into this apartment, to see his girlfriend, so we bombed it. The whole apartment. Sounds like an act of, well, it sounds like a war crime, actually. Sounds like a war crime. These people aren't very bright. They stand there in front of the cages with the legally deported individuals in El Salvador with their thumbs up like that, all these poor souls behind them who are actually in work camps, effectively. There's factories for them to work in, and they can reduce their sentence. It's nuts. Absolutely nuts. A sentence for which they ain't done nothing. Done nothing wrong, most of them. You're not going to try and tell me they're all drug lords, because that's just ridiculous. No, it's just they're using excuses of MS-13 and photoshopping numbers on Abrego Garcia's knuckles to make it look like MS-13, It's bollocks, isn't it? Absolute bollocks. People are lapping it up because they're so stupid. Stupid is as stupid does. The same with what's going on in Yemen, Those who support Donald Trump would be making excuses for him. even though they were the ones who criticised Joe Biden for any attacks that they might have made while he was the President of the United States, when things seemed a little bit more sane. But no, these sycophants will just twist the story to suit their own narrative. That's all they're really interested in. And it does, I find it really frustrating, I really do, that the stupidity in these people. And Pandora, little treat, there you go. Look at my doggies. I've got my little Pandora down there as well. There you go, girl. Good girl. They're excited because I've got Mummy coming home today, you see. Yeah, Mummy's coming home today, isn't she? That's if I pick her up from the airport, of course. I've had quite a nice time on my own. Haven't we, guys? Yes, we have. Anyway, you tell me what you think, because the level of hypocrisy and what's going on at the moment, this is going to escalate into a full-blown war. And the other thing about it is, you know, they won't put boots on the ground in Ukraine and protect the innocent people there, but they're happy to help Israel. You know, work that one out, eh? Anyway, please, poop the like button and maybe subscribe to the channel, and that goes your thoughts and that, you know. Very much appreciated, that it is. And you've got to support the channel as Patreon or buy us a coffee. If you want those, my dog's ears. You can't see them, I know, but they're my dog's ears. Yes, it is, my girl. And they're very soft. She's got soft ears. It's quite funny, actually, because her ears used to be bigger than her body, then she kind of grew into her ears. Like old people, they seem to get smaller and their ears stay the same size. Like Margot Rubio. Even though he ain't got old, he's just got huge ears. Anyway, what do you say, guys? You say toodaloo? You're going to say, if you want to support the channel, he says, or get some doggy treats, you do that on Patreon, or you buy us a coffee, or there's super thanks as well, isn't there, boys and girl? Yeah, they just want to be with me. Anyway, toodaloo. Links down below.